What's up guys, FSX V1 here, coming at you with a nice little video here, I think. This is going to be PC part picker. I'm going to show you the best setup for your FSX. Now, first thing to start out with is you want a good setup here. So we're going to start all this from scratch. So first thing you want to pick out, now, let's say you already have a computer though. You just want to upgrade some parts, such as your processor, your motherboard, your CPU cooler, liquid cooling, or just regular heatsink, it doesn't really matter, memory, stuff like that. So what you want to do is, first things first, you want to start by choosing your operating system. And it's a weird order, but it works better this way. Get 64-bit. 64-bit runs better with FSX. Now, once you've chosen that, go ahead and choose your new memory. The memory is good. Sometimes whenever you look around inside of your cockpit, you have stuff that will lag because it just takes up so much memory. Also, if you're doing a really long flight and you randomly just freeze right in the middle of your flight, this is why. Low memory. 133, it's pretty low. You don't want that. So, a good amount of memory is usually around 16, but for FSX, we're going to go just a touch higher. 2133. Corsair is real good with their memory, so we're going to get this one. It's a simple 2133 DDR3, which is good. And you got to look at this. You always got to make sure about these. Okay, we got 8 gigs. That's great. And it's going to be 2 sticks. So you have to make sure you have enough to fit 2 sticks. It's $89. That's very cheap, actually. It's pretty good. Now that we've done that, the compatibility will start. So now we choose our motherboard. Actually, we'll go with the CPU this time. So choose your CPU first. Intel is better than AMD, believe it or not, for gaming. AMD has more cores and all their stuff, but they don't seem to use them as good as Intel does. So we're going to switch to Intel here. Right now I'm running top of the line AMD. I can't find mine, but mine's Phenom times 6. With the 1090T, which is top of the line AMD, and mine still only gets about 20 frames, 25 frames, around in there. So that's not the best. It's it's an equivalent to an i3, so you know you can get better. So we're gonna go with an i5. Now, top of the line i5 will get you everywhere in FSX. So top of the line i5 is about 4690, but here's the thing, that's not a big step up. It can be, but it's really not. So you can get the 4670 or the 4690. It doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure they both have the same socket type, so it's not going to matter either way, just in price. And actually the regular 4670 is about the same price as the 4690, and that's not a big step up. That's probably going to be like a 1 frame, 2 frame improvement. Probably not even that. So it's not that big of a deal. Whichever one you want to choose. So, for instance, I'd get the regular 4670 because I don't overclock. Because I'd break something. So we'll scroll down here a little bit. And then you hit the i7. So that's how you know. Biggest number is the best, guys. Don't argue with it. It's true. You got 4670. 4670K. Simply get the 4670. It's higher than the other one. If you don't plan on overclocking, get the regular. There's no point in getting the overclock version whenever you're just gonna sit there and not even overclock it, so you're just wasting a couple of dollars. I'm gonna get the best price. Now, onto your CPU cooler. Best thing to worry about, fan RPM. That's the best thing. You have to worry about this. This is why you have a CPU cooler. Let's say you want liquid cooling. Well, we can do that. First, choose your socket type. I know that it's an LGA 1150, so we're going to choose that. And we want water cooling, so yes. I don't care about brand. I do care about the stars. We're going to check off all of those. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Now, even though these might have low RPM, these are very good. Now, here's a Cooler Master, not Corsair. The Cooler Masters are very good on price, and they're very good. I'm not sure why. So, this here's a $50 CPU cooler, and it's liquid cooling as well. And it runs 2400 RPM. That's amazing right there. You don't need that much, but since it's so cheap and so good on fan RPM, you might as well get it. Last but not least, the brain of the computer, the motherboard. This is a big deal, and you need to know the form factor. For now, I'm going to do micro ATX, because it's the same thing as ATX, just a little bit smaller. And now the brands. You have all these brands. Personally, I like BioStar. They're pretty good. They know what they're doing. They're not sloppy with their work. They usually have good deals, so that's another reason why you can get them. And they're cheap too. You don't want a super expensive motherboard. And actually, if you look this up, I believe it's this one or this one on Amazon is like $100 and something. It's like $102, $103. So don't be fooled by the price on here. Always do your research on other websites. We're gonna go with this one. This one here is very good. I've heard good things about this one. This one I actually plan on getting in real life. So, and that adds up to a very simple $503. And you can basically simply look down here. There's nothing incompatible, nothing like that. It's all good. Everything here is good. We even got a stick of memory for extra, and we're only sitting at $500. Let's say you already have good memory. Let's get rid of that then. Bam, $413. It's great. I'm gonna go over here to view my PC setup. The one that I've actually sat down and I've done time with, stuff like that. Now, first thing we're going to look at is the operating system. I'm getting a Windows 7 64. I have Windows 8 right now. It just seems to run better with FSX, to tell you the truth. CPU, Intel i5 4670 with 3.4 GHz. It's only a quad core, but that's better than a 6-core AMD. CPU cooler. This is a nice CPU cooler. I really enjoy this one. It's liquid cooling. It's cheap, reliable. I heard good things about it. The motherboard. Like I said, I like BioStar. So we're going with BioStar. High five. And it's a micro ATX, of course. Now, you simply can go onto the manufacturer's website and you can see how many ports this has. I don't think it says it right here. And it doesn't, so that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching. That's probably the best PC setup you can do. FSX God V1 signing out.